All right. Hey, you was lurking. All right, we're not gonna wrap. This is Good News Thursday. What's going on, everybody? YouTube, Instagram, TV, whoever is watching. It's Thursday. I mean, did I say Good News Friday or Good News Thursday? I can't remember what I said, but either way, it's Good News Thursday. I'm here to read off, you all's input. Shelly, how you doing? Shelly's the real one. Shelly always checks in immediately once the stream starts. So Shelly is legit. She's gonna be my day one, within my YouTube community. But today is Good News Thursday. We're gonna read some of the, you all's responses. I did an Instagram swipe up, Q&A earlier, and I just wanted to hear everybody's best news this week. I wanted to read that out, so that way we can have good vibes in here. I've actually had a pretty good week. It's been a pretty productive week, I'd say. I've been preparing for a couple of different things. Obviously, I posted on social media that we're rolling out a private practice ADHD clinic in Arizona. So we're looking to do that, to take on patients. I haven't seen patients in like 3 or 4 months. So, with the social media stuff, we're going to actually, start to see patients, and that's pretty cool. And then California and New Mexico shouldn't be too far behind after that. So looking to see patients. I just got booked to speak at the Grammy Museum in November for a mental health talk. So that's extremely exciting. I posted about that, and a couple of different things behind the scenes that I'm working on. So I'm extremely grateful for that, and I'm excited to see what all is gonna happen for me. So it's been a really good week for me. That's my good news. And I asked you all on Instagram, what everybody's good news was, and we have a lot of really, really good responses. So I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. We're gonna hop right into it, so I can read you all's good news. The first one, someone says, their good news is that they said, my first 3 months of ADHD treatment has changed my life so much. That's fantastic. I've been posting on all, social media. I've been bringing awareness to ADHD on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube as well. And sometimes you'll read in the little caption section, I'll say something along the lines of, the right treatment is life-changing. So I believe that with ADHD, the right treatment is life-changing. And when I post these videos, my goal is to make you all go out there, Google your local healthcare providers, find your primary care provider in your area, and go ask about getting tested for ADHD or whatever you might be struggling with. Go for a mental health evaluation, and just get a check-in. Check in with your providers to see how you're doing, if you're doing well, if you're not doing well, if you can, do better. So I think it's a pretty beautiful thing when you can post a video and then people go out there and seek help. So I'm so excited that this person got help in the first 3 months of their ADHD treatment has changed their life so much. So that's exciting for me to read that, and hopefully as we go back into practice in Arizona, we can make that impact there locally. And another person, their good news. I started meds for ADHD this week. You are a big reason I got to the point of being okay with this. Then she put like a little smiley face with the hands to the side, to the left and the right. That's fantastic. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. These comments make me feel good, and they let me know that I'm on the right track with social media, right? Because now, as a full-time content creator, we post these videos, and we can get burnt out, we can get tired, and it's tough balancing social media with your personal life and also professional life as I go back into practice. So it's 6 p.m. On a Thursday night in Los Angeles. I could be doing anything else, but I'm here doing this live video for you all on YouTube and Instagram, and I enjoy doing that. And it's comments like this right here which keeps me going and keeps me making this content for y'all. Looking at the next comment, someone said, this month I started doing yoga in the mornings, and consistently sleep 8 hours a day feels great. That's really good news. When it comes to sleep and sleep hygiene, that's something that I've struggled with, in my life, throughout my life. And being in school for so long, I figured out how to adapt and how to go without getting the right amount of sleep, which is not something that I'm proud of. But now that I've graduated and like I'm living my life, I make it a priority to get those 7 to 8 hours a night of sleep and be able to take care of myself. So that's fantastic news. And the next person says, my brother finally started on his first job last Monday. He finished school months before Rona. That's really good news. He finished school months before the coronavirus, so it looks like he was out of work for a while. I'm assuming it's like a year and a half at least. So finally getting to work, like we got to get that bag, right? There's only one way to get the bag. You have to go to work, put some money in your pocket, and it's frustrating when you go to school and you can't use your degree. You can't make money and take care of yourself and your family. So shout out to your brother. That's fantastic news. And then the same person left some more good news. Said, I tried sushi bake. So I could be mispronouncing this. Sushi bake, or I guess it's called sushi. I don't eat sushi, so I'm not sure. But I tried sushi bake. We'll go with bake, and it's so delicious. So that's our good news for the week. I love good food, myself, and I've been on my mental health journey, and that includes a food journey as well. So I've been figuring out what is appropriate for me, food wise. Every now and then I will, try some different things, and I might stumble upon a really nice restaurant, and that's a good feeling when you find a restaurant that you enjoy. So that's awesome. And Shelly says, I love hearing these good news stories. Shelly, I appreciate that. Right now we have 2 viewers on YouTube. And it's interesting because I just got off a TikTok live. And during this TikTok live, we didn't have less than 100 viewers at any point. And throughout the live, we were consistently around 150, 160 viewers throughout the whole live. Obviously, I have almost 2 million followers on TikTok, and I have 11,000 on YouTube. So that's why the numbers are low here. But as long as people are watching, as long as Shelly's watching, we're going to keep this show going. So, Shelly, I appreciate you. The next piece of good news is coming from my cousin. I'll say my cousin. I won't say who she is, but my cousin. She made a B+ on the first farm exam today. That's good news. And I keep telling people to treat the first test of the semester like the final. So I know we're early in the semester. I don't know if it's the first test for my cousin, but she made a B+. So I'm sure my uncle, my aunt are excited and happy. I'm happy because she's representing for the family. So you gotta keep those grades high, and you have to, make us all look good, but more importantly, you have to do well for yourself. So that's fantastic. The next piece of good news, on day 1 of no weed smoking, apparently I used it to self-medicate with ADHD. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. And with ADHD, sometimes, a lot of times, studies have shown that with undiagnosed ADHD, sometimes people are likely to self-medicate. You might have substance use issues. So I'm not sure what this particular person is going through, but I just applaud you for your effort and being able to find different ways to take care of yourself. So I'm not going to get into the whole smoking or no smoking. Either way, what I see here is somebody who is on their own mental health journey, and this person is looking to take care of themselves, and they're trying different things to help themselves out. So just off of that, I'm so proud of you. Keep going and keep taking the best care of yourself. Like, that's encouraging, because a lot of people struggle with substance use or addiction or whatever it may be. You might have advice that might not be visible to the average person, but it might be a silent struggle for you. So I'm so proud of you, and I encourage you to keep going. The next piece of good news is survived my first nursing school exam. That is really good news, because nursing school ain't easy. Ask anybody who's been in nursing school. They know what's up. Nursing school is very difficult. And you go from surviving to thriving. Like, you have to take that first test in. You have the A, B, C, D. You have the multiple choice questions that they put in there to try and trick you. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you're part of the nursing community. So, you go from surviving Now I remember my first nursing exam, 2011. Oh wow, that's 10 years ago. Oh my gosh, Mickey Ficky. I'm dating myself back here, but 2011, fall 2011, I was at the University of West Alabama. My very first nursing exam. I want to say I got a 80 on the dot, 80 on that test, and 80 is what you needed as a class average to move on to the next semester and pass that particular class. So I remember I got an 80, and the test was fairly hard. It wasn't too difficult, but it was hard, right? And I got an 80. Once I got the 80, it boosted my confidence because I'm like, all right, I belong here. I was 18 years old. Nursing was like a way out for me. I didn't know what I could be, and obviously I took that one nursing degree, that one RN degree, and then I took it to this level, and we've done really well for ourselves here on my team. But yeah, that first test, once I passed it with the 80, I said, you know what, I can do it. So congratulations surviving your first nursing school exam. You start off surviving, then you're gonna end up thriving. So I'm proud of you for that. And then the next comment, it was our cat's birthday this week. We bought him a cake and celebrated with treats. That's fantastic. I don't have a cat myself, but I have a dog, a mini Australian Shepherd. She's about 15 months. And when she was one, we did like a little, or I live by myself. I don't know why I say we. I'm so used to saying we because when I say me or we, I talk about my whole team. But yeah, I know the 1 year celebration for my dog was pretty nice. So for your cat, I'm imagining that that's the same thing. You got your cat, you got him a cake and celebrated with treats. So I know your cat was pretty happy, and that made your week. So that's awesome. And the last good news, and now I'll read Shelly's comment real quick. Booking an ADHD assessment with a psych after your ADHD in women videos shook me. So this person is saying that they were called out by my videos. I'm not trying to call y'all out. I'm just trying to bring awareness to conditions that affect a lot of people, like ADHD, eating disorder, social anxiety, things of that nature. But they said the highlight of their week was being able to book an ADHD assessment with a psychiatric provider after watching my videos. So that makes me feel really good. I'm happy that I was able to help, and yeah, that means a lot to me because I'm always trying to figure out how I can provide value to people. So even though I may have planted that seed, you went ahead and you followed through and you booked that appointment. So you should be proud of yourself. All right, and let me read this comment from Shelly. Shelly, thank you for interacting, by the way. My daughter is friends with a boy that she has only met once in person. This boy has ADHD and has been 100 to help my daughter get through everything. Both are in 8th grade. So Shelly, thank you so much for saying that. I'm assuming that that's the good news of your week. And people don't realize that, of course, we talk about ADHD, as a disability, and sometimes a rather silent one, because you can't look at somebody and say, all right, I can tell that person has ADHD. It doesn't work that way. But people with ADHD tend to be very creative, funny, smart, talented, and even in the midst of hyper focusing on something, which you see a lot with ADHD, people with ADHD are able to do fantastic things. So this boy that your daughter met, I'm sure he's a wonderful person. I don't know him, but people with ADHD can be kind, empathetic, because when you struggle, like in your own individual journey, like you tend to be more empathetic sometimes, I think, to other people because they're going through something and you're going through something as well. So that's fantastic. I'm happy that your daughter is friends with this guy. Hopefully it's a good influence to her. I like how you put friends with the little quotation marks, as if maybe that's her boyfriend or something. I don't know what the relationship is, but it is good to have people in your corner who support you. That definitely means a lot. I'm sure it means a lot to her, and even for him, being able to help somebody, it helps to boost his self-esteem and his confidence, to let him know that people are impacted by his contributions to the world, whether he's helping her out, whether he's doing something else. So that's pretty cool. And Donna has a quick chiming in real quick. I watched your BTS reactions. I'm still waiting for you to react to their performance of Magic Shop. The lyrics are very deep and inspiring. So I actually I have a list. I'm happy that Donna brought that up. Donna is part of my new YouTube family. I've been doing a whole lot of BTS reactions. I have a list of reactions that I'm going to react to, and I want to say Magic Shop is on there. You know, if not, I won't say it's on there. But I've been hearing a lot about Magic Shop. I'm definitely going to check it out. BTS has a lot of great music. And there's so much to react to. I just became like a part. I would say I'm part of the army, right? Because I enjoy their music. But I'm a new member of the army. So I appreciate people like Kevin. Thank you. I appreciate people like Donna being able to step in and say, hey, react to this and that. It's a reminder for me to check that list so that way I can get these reactions out. I really do want to put out more for you all. So thank you so much for that. And Shelly is saying that her daughter's friend. He wants to be more. Well, Shelly, we'll see. Maybe that ends up being your daughter's husband one day. But hopefully that works out for all parties involved. Yeah. So that's. I'm trying to see if there's any more good news that I received here on Instagram. Oh, we got one more. Somebody said that I got my paycheck. That's good news. Like you have to get paid in order to get things done. So that's fantastic news. Don't be okay. That's fantastic. And Donna says she's looking forward to it. Donna, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for those of y'all. My YouTube community who's watching right now. I'll probably say like the majority of you all who are watching me is because you came from the reaction videos. Those have done really well. And it's a joy to react, because we talk about mental health so much online. It's nice for me to be able to sit here, put the camera on, and just react to, BTS videos or whatever music video is popular at the moment. It gives me a chance to like have a break from work and, from life. I just get to watch a music video, which tends to be an experience as it is with BTS. So that's pretty cool. And Shelly says, you're baby army. Yeah, I would say I'm baby army. I guess there's levels to it. I'm definitely not like full-blown army yet, because if you're a full-blown army, you would know all the 7 members of BTS. You would know their date of birth. I'm kidding there, but I'm a baby. I'm baby army member. So I've been inducted in officially. So hopefully I can get sworn in to become an official army member eventually. So that's what I gotta say. Yeah, Shelly, paycheck is important. Anytime you get paid, it's exciting. I remember when I was working back in Virginia, you get paid every other Friday. And paydays were fun for me, because when you work as a mental health practitioner, like once again, the job can be very serious. So like you get paid on Friday, you treat yourself. I'll go to my favorite restaurant, Food for Thought, in Williamsburg, Virginia. Check it out if you're ever in Williamsburg. It's on Richmond Road. It's on depending on where you're at, the right side, but leaving the hospital, it's on the right side of Richmond Road. One of my favorite restaurants. The bread there is so good. And I'll get the little chicken with the gravy. So you get your paycheck in and you will treat yourself. So those are definitely good memories. And there's new restaurants here in Los Angeles, but that restaurant was actually really, really, really good. And Don says he's definitely baby army. I'm looking at the comment right there. Yeah, I'm definitely baby army because I'm not there yet, but I enjoy the music, so I'm gonna get there. As y'all are talking about BTS, the Permission to Dance song is like ringing through my head. So we're starting somewhere. And Shelly says my husband grew up in Lynchburg. Okay, Lynchburg is also in Virginia. But yeah, if Shelly, if y'all go to Williamsburg, or whoever's watching, check out Food for Thought. That's my place. My PR team is probably gonna get upset at me because once again that's free promo. I messed up again. I messed up, Kevin. But yeah, that's that's one of the things that I would do once I get my paycheck. So those are some of the good things that have happened to people this week. We had 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 people reply. I thought that was fantastic because we talk about, signs and symptoms of mental health conditions and things like that. But it is good to just disconnect and just hear about some good news, because that can be inspiring to a lot of different people. So that's what I have to say for that. So this is a pretty short episode. It's the last one of the week. We do this thing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And as long as people like Shelly and Donna and Kevin, and Elam, check in, then it's going to give me the energy to make more of this content. So I think it's pretty cool, and I love it. And yeah, like Shelly says, don't forget to hit the like. It lets this stream go out to more people, so people can get to this. And Sarah says, do you have ADHD? I do have ADHD, and I talk about it in my book, which I'm not here to promote, but my book, check out my my social media channels, and the link is in the bio. You can check out my book. So I talk about having ADHD in my book. Definitely check that out. And before I get out of here, Donna dropped in a new comment, says BTS has a new song with Coldplay. Oh, Mickey Ficky, called My Universe. That's coming out next Friday. All right. So next Friday, Donna, when that song comes out, I think it's gonna be pretty big. So I want to be one of the first YouTubers to react to that song. So you're saying next week Friday, BTS, Coldplay, My Universe. Okay, hopefully it doesn't get leaked before then. But next week Friday, I'll definitely be here in town. I'll be in front of my computer, so I'll be able to knock out this reaction video for you all. I'm looking forward to it, definitely. And thank you for keeping me up to date with that. Good night, Shelly, and I appreciate that. And Charlena says, I also have ADHD. You've been helpful. Charlena, I appreciate that. I hope I said your name correct. So Charlena says, before I get out of here, Charlena says, I also have ADHD, and you've been helpful. And I'm also Army too. Okay, so right now, because my YouTube following is relatively small compared to my other following on social media networks, I'm looking to see how I can make these worlds combine, and I can make more YouTube content. So it's nice to see that we have some people in the Army who are also like a part of the ADHD community, because now that brings two worlds together. Because I'm a part of the ADHD community, but I'm not part of the full Army. Like I'm a baby Army member, so hopefully they can give me my wings and I can become a full-blown member. So that's up to y'all. Y'all have to decide if I can graduate to becoming an official Army member. So I appreciate that. The worlds are coming together. So that's pretty cool for me, and it'll be something for me to keep in mind as I put out this content for y'all, because I want the content to be good. I want y'all to enjoy it. Y'all shouldn't have to follow and not like the content, right? So that's all I gotta say. I gotta get off here and prepare for some other stuff. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. It's been a great week. This is my first week of doing this YouTube live show. I think it's pretty cool. And Charlena, I see your comment. That's fantastic. Yeah. But yeah, until next time, I will catch you all later. I appreciate and I love every single one of y'all. Thank you so much for all the attention.